Thank you, Dr. Lisk. Look, I'm so honored to be here. I look out in this room, and it's standing room only. And the reason for that is because of the support that Moffitt Cancer Center has here in Tampa Bay. And you know, I do want to single out Jamie Grant for another reason. He's being praised today for a bill that he ran and a policy he fought for. But Representative Grant has also had moments in the legislature where he was punished for standing up for Moffitt Cancer Center. And I'm not going to get into the details of that, but my point to you is this is a person who believes in this cancer center. This is a person whose family members have spent time here. And it hasn't always been praised that he's gotten for representing what the Cancer Center does. And he's been a great champion. I appreciate all his efforts in making this happen. So, Jamie. We've got a lot of wonderful public servants here in the House and the Senate and on local government. And, you know, again, Speaker Moffitt's been a mentor to me as well. And when things got really tough at the end of session, and they always do, and things are getting negotiated, the Senate has priorities and the House has priorities, and this was one of ours. And Jamie and I were in a room with the Speaker, and I said, you know, Speaker, give me some counsel. How do I bring this thing in for a landing with the Appropriations Chairman in the Senate? And he leaned in really close, and he whispered to me, Jamie, I'm not sure if you heard it. He said, make them an offer they can't refuse. So he did. So I echo your comments, Congresswoman. And the Godfather wants it struck again. But let me also just say, there are some unsung heroes that are on your staff, Dr. Lisk and Speaker, and Merritt and Jamie, who work day to day fighting for you in Tallahassee and deal with us and the personalities and the egos that come into Tallahassee politics. They are tireless champions for the Cancer Center. We really appreciate what y'all have done, so thank you very much for your efforts in helping this come to fruition. The most important thing here for me is that our community is going to continue to have a world-class cancer center that is serving our friends, our families, our neighbors, and people that you just see walking down the street. You will see people walking around Tampa Bay that would not have been here if it were not for this investment. How cool is that? How real is that? You know, every day I pinch myself that I get a chance to be Speaker of the House. If you'd have told me 10 years ago I would even be standing here talking to you as the Speaker, I would have never believed you. But it's a tremendous honor, but it's a sacrifice. And 2 weeks ago, I'll give you a quick story, and I'll sit down after that. But 2 weeks ago, I was with my daughters, which Mayor Buckhorn, his daughters have adopted mine. And before I tell you that story, I'll tell you this one. We were with the Buckhorns watching the Gasparilla Parade, the kids' parade, watching the fireworks. And my 2-year-old Molly was laying on top of his daughter Grace on the ground as they looked up and watched the fireworks. And it was just a great moment to remember what's really important in life. And you did sound like a football coach. I was impressed by that. But I was getting ready to leave town. It was a Sunday night. The sun was going down. I was trying to teach my 4-year-old how to ride a bike. And she was this close. And the sun was going down. The street lights were on. I thought, okay, this is getting kind of dangerous. It's time to pack it in. So I told Ella, when Daddy gets back from Tallahassee, we'll finish this, and we'll learn how to ride a bike. So the next day I get a text message from my wife, and it's a YouTube video of my 4-year-old riding around the neighborhood on her bike. She finished the job for me. Now, you know, my family, that was supposed to be my job, and I obviously failed because my other job took me away. My whole point in telling you that is not to get sympathy. I think every public servant in here has those moments. But the thing is, if we're going to give up that, if we're going to lose those moments with our families, shouldn't it be for stuff that makes a difference? Shouldn't it be for something real? This is real. This is going to affect real people. And this is exactly what government and the private sector and universities and cancer centers should be doing. So I'm honored to have a small part of it. It's going to make a big difference for Tampa Bay. And the good news is we're just getting started. Thank you very much.